Good morning student, this is Dr. Ritu. Today a topic of discussion is about anti-Parkinson agent. We will discuss them in detail. Relevance of this topic in your exam, it will be covered in your paper as a long question. Before start anti-Parkinson agent, first we discuss what is Parkinsonism. Parkinsonism previously referred as paralysis agitans. Parkinson is a constellation of signs and symptoms that are characteristically observed in Parkinson's disease. The most common form of Parkinsonism is the idiopathic variety known as Parkinson's disease. James Parkinson first to recognize a unique clinical entity in 1817. So, James Parkinson, known as father of Parkinsonism. James Parkinson derived the name of this disorder as Parkinsonism. It is a progressive neurologic disorder that affects approximately 1% of those over the age of 60 years. With aging of the population, this number is expected to increase. This disorder affects both motor and cognitive function. The basic etiology of Parkinson's disease is mostly unknown, but it likely involves both genetic and environmental factors. The main characteristics of this disease is tremor, rigidity, bradykinesia, and postural instability. Bradykinesia, that is slowness or lack of movement. Rigidity, increased muscle tone, usually with the additional feature of a resting tremor. Now we discuss the causes of disorder. The main causes of this Parkinson disease is the disturbance in the function of basal ganglia and causes major movement disorder. The movement disorder arises most likely from the change in neurotransmitter system, and these neurotransmitters are dopamine and acetylcholine. Dopamine, an inhibitory neurotransmitter, and acetylcholine, excitatory neurotransmitter. Dopamine causes relaxation and acetylcholine causes contraction. These chemicals in the Parkinson disease, the balance of between these two neurotransmitters is greatly disturbed. There is decrease in dopamine level and the increase in acetylcholine. So these chemicals maintaining the body movement and other activity, but if there is a decrease in dopamine content and there is decrease in dopamine content and increase in the acetylcholine, the Parkinson will appear. In brain of the patient with this disease, the concentration of dopamine is decreased at least up to 90%. So the dopamine level in the brain of the patient of this disease, the concentration of dopamine decrease up to 90%. So these are the main causes of this Parkinson disease. The drugs which are used for the treatment of Parkinson disease are called anti-Parkinson agents. Anti-Parkinson agents are a group of drugs that are primarily used in the management of the Parkinson disorder. These anti-Parkinson agents are levodopa, dopamine agonist, monoamine B inhibitors, monoamine oxidase B inhibitors, anticholinergics, and amantadine. So these are the most important anti-Parkinson agents which are used in the treatment of Parkinson disease. The two primary ways are currently used to treat Parkinson disease. First is enhancement. first is enhancement of the dopamine level, and the second is blockage of the cholinergic function, because these two neurotransmitters, that is dopamine and acetylcholine, are responsible for this Parkinson disease, and these are mostly responsible for this disorder. The main category of this agent is drug affecting brain dopamine system. The example of drug is levodopa. It is also called L-dopa. L-dopa. This is the structure of levodopa drug. Levodopa, also called L-dopa, it is a prodrug. Levodopa is a prodrug. Prodrug, the drug which are initially they are inactive drug, but after metabolism they are converted into the active drug. So levodopa is initially a inactive drug, but after metabolism they converted into the active drug. So levodopa in the brain is converted into the dopamine. So dopamine is a active form of levodopa. The first drug that was discovered to successfully relieve symptoms of Parkinson disease. It is a precursor of the neurotransmitter dopamine, because L-dopa in the brain is converted into this dopamine. When levodopa is taken orally, it crosses the blood-brain barrier. Once it crosses, it is converted into the dopamine. The resulting increase in brain dopamine concentration is believed to improve nerve conduction and assist the movement disorder in the treatment of this disease. Now we discuss the mechanism of action or mode of action of this levodopa drug. So levodopa is able to cross the blood-brain barrier, while dopamine is not, because dopamine in initial form is not cross the blood-brain barrier. So the levodopa firstly converted into the dopamine in the brain, and dopamine level increases into the brain. So the addition of a peripheral dopa decarboxylase inhibitor prevents the conversion of levodopa to dopamine in the periphery, so that more levodopa can reach the blood-brain barrier. Once cross the blood-brain barrier, levodopa is converted to dopamine by aromatic L-amino acid decarboxylase. So this L-dopa drug, also called levodopa drug, after decarboxylation is converted into the dopamine, and so dopamine concentration in the brain is increases. So this is all about the Parkinson disorder and anti-Parkinson agent such levodopa. Thank you.